So hi, welcome to the Noise Podcast with Dino from the Backstops. We're gonna ask some questions today. I'm gonna start. So what inspired you guys to start the band, and what does the band name mean?
So the band name comes from it's a baseball term. Um, it's like behind home plate. There's a fence where all the passed balls go. Whenever the catcher misses one, it's called a backstop. And I sort of, I knew that I wanted the band to kind of, I wanted it to be a little sporty. So I went with, I had come up with the backstops and I had run it by the folks involved and everybody was into it. So we had rolled with that. And what started me to, or what influenced me to start the project, I guess, I mean, I had been writing songs for all of college. And then once I was a senior, I had started writing. I wanted to write an album that kind of felt like a rock opera. And I sort of that was where the Backstops came from. I had listened to Aaron West and the Roaring Twenties, and I was feeling super I love the like linear storytelling across those albums, and I just I wanted to do something similar.
Okay, solid.
That's very cool.
I actually want to bring it up. You said like rock opera. I did kind of hear like that in your newest release, and I thought that was super cool. It was more like what did I say, Shane? It sounded like a musical. Yeah. And I thought that was the coolest thing. But anyways, leading up to that, congratulations on your newest release, Losers. How do you feel the response to it so far? Of course, yeah.
So far, so good. People have enjoyed it. And I'm lucky to be, doing your show and doing a few other shows with some people who seem to have enjoyed it. We've gotten some warm response on Instagram. We've seen a steady amount of streams on Spotify. It's been good.
That's good.
That's awesome. Yeah. I'm really happy to hear that. Yeah, it was pretty good.
Good. So glad you like it.
Yeah. Sorry.
What was your writing process like for this record?
Well, the songs were sort of compiled over about a year or so. And a lot of it, I don't know, the first song I had written was Speedline Serenade. And I had originally written it. I was a musical theater major, so that's
there we go. Yeah.
So that's why you heard that. I was a theater major at UArts in Philly, and so that's sort of where that comes from. And I was doing a cabaret. I was doing a senior project. It was sort of like it wasn't quite one person. There was some ensemble work going on, but I was singing songs that I had written and telling stories, and I had a cast of people sort of supporting that around me. It was cool.
Yeah.
And it was called Speedline Serenade, and I had written that song for the show. And then it was unlike any other song that I had written before, in that it had how do I put it? I don't know. It was the first time I wrote a lyric that I felt like hit different and like really, really spoke to something real. And it felt like, I don't know, I had written a lot of, I don't know, my older, you know how it is with writers. I look back on my old music with such like, oh my God, I can't believe I did this. And I in my eyes. And that's kind of like the oldest song I can think of where I'm like, oh, this is something I've written that doesn't make me roll my eyes.
Yeah.
So I wanted to kind of build on it. And that was where the Backstops came from. And then it was a series of different sessions with different bands. There are a lot of different musicians on the album, which I think is cool because it keeps it feeling variant. But there's a lot of crossover too. And we had recorded it, the whole process. By the time we started working on this album in 2018, and we're like just getting it out now, so Jesus. It was a very long-winded.
Wow.
It was very long-winded. Yes.
Jesus. Oh, sorry. Okay. Can you tell me where your headspace was while creating this album?
I'm sorry, what was the question?
Can you tell me where your headspace was while creating this album? I know it was 2018.
My headspace, my goodness. I was thinking a lot about I don't know. I wanted to write things that were reflective of real life. I wanted to speak to experiences that I knew people my age were having. But I wanted to do it. I wanted to do it in a unique way that you know, for better or worse, I wanted my project to stand alone, and I knew that.
Yeah.
And I think that, I don't know, that was where a lot of it was for me, was just like, I feel like I don't know. I felt like I just wanted to be seen for who I like really was, and that was. I was thinking a lot about friendship and a lot about redemption and a lot about, you know, sort of like loss and grieving, but moving, you know, staring into the face of adversity and rising above it is something that is important to me. And I wanted to create an album that felt like we start out with some hope and then we lose hope, but by the end, hope is restored. So that was my inspiration.
That's pretty sick.
That was the headspace, really cool. I guess.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, of course.
So what band or artist influence you think you can hear the most on this album?
Well, let me ask you. I mean, what do you hear?
I already said my piece. I said musical. So
yeah,
and I only know like one musical.
Yeah.
And actually I know two. I know Dear Evan Hansen and Be More Chill. And I only listen to Dear Evan Hansen. So
I don't know Be More Chill. I've never heard of that.
I'm pretty sure it's Be More Chill.
Yeah, it's Be More Chill.
Yeah, but I barely know the plot. I think it's just it's like gaming or whatever. It has like a lot of gaming stuff in it,
It looks
right?
like it, yeah.
Yeah. I think I've listened to it once.
I'm gonna have to check that out.
Yeah. But Dear Evan Hansen's like the one I know. But yeah, it had that musical, like, I don't know. It was just epic, I guess, the best way to put it. So yeah.
Out of all the possible questions that can get flipped back onto us, this is the one I hate the most because I suck at this question. I'm just here to ask it. I'm not here to answer it.
All right. Well, I'll say this. I wanted to write an album that I felt comfortable calling punk. But I also wanted to write something that sounded like no other punk album.
Yeah.
Okay, I think you nailed that 100%.
Thank you.
That's a good thing. That's a good thing.
That's so nice. But yeah, that was the influence sonically. I mean, you can look back to the Ramones, you can look at Green Day, but also, you know, the Wonder Years and the Front Bottoms, and you know, like I wanted to crack into that scene, but just with a unique sound, like I said.
Yeah, solid. And you did that. So this one should, like, super fast. Off the top of your head, I want you to describe this album for new listeners in 3 words.
Oh my god. All right. 3 words? Okay.
3 words.
Epic is one for sure. I would say redemption as well. And
that's 2. Yeah, almost there.
The third one is, honestly, I'm gonna say fun, because I think the album is fun. I wanted there to be a lot of energy, even in the down moments, I wanted to feel like there was energy sort of pulsating through it. Definitely. So let's go with fun.
Okay.
Fun.
All right, we'll go with fun.
How do you feel about that? Does that seem right?
Yeah, I think it fits. Definitely epic. Yeah, epic and fun definitely work. Yeah.
So in that same train of thought, is there a certain feeling you want your listeners to have while going through the album?
A certain feeling. Hope. Optimism, hope, but in an honest way, in a way that acknowledges that life can be shitty sometimes, but like be hopeful anyway. That's what I would like people to feel.
Oh,
solid. That's great. So where do you see the project in the next 5 years?
I don't know where I see the project in the next 5 minutes, Glory.
Oh God.
No. So I mean, the thing that's unique about the Backstops is it's a revolving group of musicians, like I mentioned before. So it's all sort of, I write the music, and then based on that, it's, you know, I determine who's gonna play on it. So it's a bit of a, it's not like a huge operation. It's just kind of me, you know, making my music happen when I can. I think that in 5 years, oh my God, I don't know.
it's a long time.
Yeah, it's a pretty long time.
Such an overwhelming question.
Sorry.
What I would like to see, I can tell you what I would like to see. I would like to see the band have a local following. That would mean I would love for the city of Philadelphia to feel represented by the music, because it's where it was written, and it's where it takes place, and it's I feel like I don't know, I feel like Philly is sort of its own character on the record.
Yeah.
And I would like for the city to receive it warmly. I think that if the project could accomplish that, I would be thrilled. And I don't know if that's shooting big or shooting small, but that's what I would like to see.
All right.
Yeah, that's good.
So I have to ask, since this is like baseball related, what your favorite team is?
I'll give you 3 guesses, and the first 2 don't count.
The Phillies.
There you go.
I kind of figured.
Yeah, absolutely.
We'll get better soon. Anyways, for the last couple questions, we're actually going to shift away from music and go straight to death row. Glory, I need your boom. So, if you're on death row, what would your last meal be with a drink? There's supposed to be another boom there, but I broke Glory.
Boom.
Boom. There we go. What if I were on death row, what meal would I eat? I want breakfast.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna go with like a waffle, like a waffle with some syrup, but like a diner waffle, like a good. Yep. I'm not, not like a frozen waffle, like a
high quality waffle.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or a low quality waffle,
Or like a shitty diner waffle. Exactly. I would settle for a shitty diner waffle.
That'd be good.
Just a waffle that isn't frozen.
That's the move. And a drink?
Yeah.
What would I drink? I would like drink water with a waffle, but that's so lame. I'm about to die.
Horrible.
Like, I can't drink a glass of water.
You gotta like do orange juice. Yeah.
Yeah, or milk. Not like whole milk.
Orange
like
juice
milk.
is the move.
Okay.
Orange juice is the move. I like water though. Don't give me shit for liking water.
But like water with
great,
a breakfast
but with a
thing.
waffle?
Ugh.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like that just makes like the waffle all soggy. Like no. Ugh.
It doesn't add anything to it. It takes away from it.
Yeah, like if you're gonna make the waffle soggy, you gotta do it with something that tastes good. I can't
believe how much backlash I'm getting for the water.
Listen,
it's very problematic.
I love water too, but water with your breakfast meal? No. Get help. You're a Phillies fan and you drink water with your breakfast. You clearly, you kind of pick a struggle here.
My goodness,
I'm coming for you today.
But thank you. I guess I need to.
I gotta reevaluate your life choices.
I need to reevaluate my priorities for sure.
Yeah, definitely. So on a lighter note, if you could live in one fictional world for a week, where would you live?
I could live in one fictional world for a week. This is difficult. I would live in like I would live in the Avengers MCU universe, but like before Tony Stark dies.
So true. Yep.
I would want him to be there for all of it.
Yeah, that'd be good.
So I have the honor of asking the last question, and every single person we've spoken to has said that it is the most important question.
All right.
What is your favorite color?
Black.
Okay. I'll let that one slide because black is also my favorite color, but Glory might have a problem with that.
It's okay.
What's your favorite color, Glory?
My favorite color is yellow.
Oh, I like that. I like yellow too.
As you should. It's the best color.
I used to be in a band that only wore yellow.
Oof.
Oh my god. Well, that's
a statement.
That's a statement and a commitment. That's a lot.
It was a time.
Yeah. Was it like mandatory, or was it like just it always happened somehow?
It was loosely mandatory.
Okay.
It was more like you don't want to be the asshole on stage not wearing yellow.
Yeah, that makes sense. You don't want to be the odd one out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's fair. Yeah.
So as I said, that's all the questions we have today. Is there anything that you would like to plug?
Yes, absolutely. There is a mutual aid distribution effort in Point Breeze called Homies Helping Homies that I sing their praises because Point Breeze is such a great neighborhood, and I know I lived there for 2 years, and I don't know. I want to really give back to that neighborhood because I feel like it was it was so important to my development. Mm-hmm. So Homies Helping Homies, we were able to raise some money for them with the first week of our album sales. We had done like one of those Bandcamp Fridays. And I think there's another Bandcamp Friday coming up
this Friday.
It's this Friday. Yeah.
Is it this Friday? All right. Yeah. Let's just go ahead and say that anyone who buys the record for the rest of the week, their money will go to Homies again. Oh, and I'll go ahead and put that on the socials as well. Mm-hmm. But let's try to get them some more money as well, because I think that I don't know. I want this music to sort of have a life beyond myself. I want it to, try to help the community in some way.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, yeah.
Well, thank you for sitting down. This has been the Backstops, and we're the Good Noise Podcast.